Man of Steel is sort of unintentionally this brilliant criticism of the modern state of America. I mean, Superman is basically the avatar of America, right? Truth, justice, and the American way, all that. He grew up in Kansas. He's as American as apple pie. It's right there in the inherent conceit. The American way. Do things the American way. Maybe this is what people mean when they're saying that Superman in Man of Steel is acting out of character. They're saying he's not properly American. He's not doing things the American way. He just marches around the globe exercising extrajudicial powers in pursuit of a single terrorist cell while ignoring virtually all collateral damage. Also, he basically skips diplomacy entirely. I'm surprised he didn't say, "I don't negotiate with terrorists," before he punched Zod ineffectively for the 100th time. Now, that probably sounds a little cynical, but it's not limited just to Superman. Tony Stark does the same thing, marches around the globe leaving a wake of destruction in the name of America and capitalism. Presumably he has a change of heart about selling weapons and crap when he sees his missiles ending up in the hands of terrorists, but then decides that nigh invincible future tech fueling a horrifying new vision of one-sided warfare isn't the problem. The problem is other people having weapons. Also, citizens having weapons of mass destruction that they use to wage a one-man extrajudicial war of conscience regardless of the sovereignty of other nations is only a problem if those people aren't American. That's not even touching on Batman, but Batman's not all that bad, right? Sure, he tapped into every cell phone in Gotham, but he was only listening, not keeping a permanent record. And besides, if the citizens weren't criminals, what did they have to hide? This is, of course, after he forcibly extradites a foreign national in the middle of the night and is given free rein to torture a man for information. The scary thing about Batman is that they have characters outright say that these things are kind of bad, scary ideas, but then they tell us it's all okay. I mean, Fox thinks this is a terrible idea, an abomination, but shh, it's all okay. It's all okay because terrorists. I mean, that's the scary thing about these movies. It's always justified. One way or another, there's a reason to say, it's okay. They had to. It was the Joker. They had to. Superman had to stop Zod because Zod had weapons of mass destruction and sent scary videos to the media. You're all at risk, you're all going to die, and only Superman in the American way can save you. He had to. It's all okay. It's always worth the cost. As much as Fox complains, it doesn't matter because Batman is vindicated. It all works. Well, the torture doesn't, but the rest of it does. The implication in The Dark Knight is that massive violations of civil liberties, by a vigilante no less, are all okay, as long as you pinky swear to tear down the system once you've got what you were looking for. The message in these movies is that what we really want, what America wants and needs, is a vigilante system of justice where those with power are allowed to do whatever they feel they need to, regardless of the cost. Because it's all okay. It's always worth the cost. I mean, these movies start off with the assumption that the rule of law is an irritating formality. My favorite part of Man of Steel is when the American military treats Canadian sovereignty like an annoying detail that they'd be better off without. It'd probably be more fair to say that Man of Steel is anti-American in that its fetishism of American authority demonstrates a frightening recklessness towards civilians and other nations. Now, jingoism is nothing new, and neither is the whole America saves the world storyline, but it's changed. It used to just be kind of arrogant, like everyone's sitting around waiting for America to fix whatever problem the world has gotten into.
It's from the Americans. They want to organize a counter-offensive.
It's about bloody time.
And then America would come up with some nifty solution that would bring everyone together. Now it's different. President Bill Pullman felt bad about nuking an empty city that was on the verge of being destroyed by aliens. I mean, sure, the city looked empty, but who knows how many people are trapped by circumstance. Old people who can't or won't leave their homes, poor people with no means of evacuating, search and rescue teams looking for stragglers. We don't even know them. We don't even know if they exist, but may our children forgive us. Now they justify the damage. The casualties, the collateral damage, it's all worth it because we're all going to die and they are protecting us. It's all okay. Spider-Man detonates a chemical bomb over New York, but it's okay. Sure, no one really knows what effect that completely untested drug would have in a wide population, but you do what you have to do. Then he dropped a radio tower on a crowded street. He didn't need to do that, and I guess he didn't even want to, but that's what happens. It's just the cost of doing business. Those people shouldn't have stood so close to justice. It wasn't always that way. Spider-Man used to show us the human toll. Things would fall and we'd see them land. Things would get damaged, even by Spider-Man's own hand, but it was in the process of preventing greater damage. In Spider-Man 2, the message is that heroes save people. In Amazing Spider-Man, the message is that heroes catch bad guys. Some people would say there's no difference. I guess the police agree, because the first time they engage Connors, they open up on him with automatic weapons like it's a gangland massacre, and they continue to pump bullets into his body after he's down. It's cool though, he's the bad guy. And see, it was justified, he regenerates. Isn't hindsight wonderful? The Avengers are technically the Avengers Initiative, a specific sub-organization of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is explicitly an institution of the American government. In fact, they're Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement and Logistics Division. Strategic Homeland Intervention. Homeland defense sure seems to involve a lot of armed operations on foreign soil. That's all before you even get to the $160 billion of damage that they do to Manhattan. It seems like the primary use of a building is to ram something into it. I don't know why you would though. I mean, it doesn't ever seem to do anything, the building just gets wrecked. Also, it's not like these buildings are empty. The evacuation started like 5 minutes ago. The police didn't even start hustling until Captain America told them how to do their jobs, because existing power structures are incompetent, and what we really need is a small group of people with unlimited power and resources making all the decisions with no practical oversight. And then there's Superman. The damage to Metropo, New York, including fallout damage to the global economy, is estimated at $2 trillion, with close to 1.5 million casualties. $1 trillion is almost impossible to comprehend. $1 trillion is enough money to provide clean water, basic education, functional roads, high-speed internet, basic healthcare, and apprentice training in a trade to basically everyone on the planet. Not one of those things, all of those things. Like I said, it's almost impossible to comprehend. But it's always worth the cost. If you don't believe that, you just don't realize how powerful Zod really is. That's the problem. You're off message. Superman is the only answer to Zod, and it's always worth the cost. And after Zod is dead, well, don't worry. I'm sure they'll think of something for the sequel, some reason to keep Superman around, and if that starts to fall flat, they can just reboot the whole thing, put on a new coat of paint, and cut out all the annoying parts where the heroes show remorse or doubt the value of their own existence, or make us suspect that they might just be part of the problem to begin with. Because don't worry, it's all okay. It's always worth the cost.